Excited. Oh, good, Mama.
I'm actually doing it right this time.
Yeah. That's a good girl, Bella.
Okay.
Oh, she's nice and full, but she's definitely softening up, which is awesome.
Yeah, reducing it.
That's good. Yes.
Oops, sorry.
That's good, Parker.
Looking good, Bella.
It's all right. Just got to aim before you squeeze, remember?
Oops.
Yep. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Gotta get the coordination.
Yep. Just got to get that rhythm.
Oops. Sorry.
Well, we just started back in the milking season with Bella, and we are already swimming in milk. I've been sharing over on the community posts how much milk we have, which is quite a bit, just from one dairy goat. We're not even milking Tilly right now. I have put Tilly in the stand a couple times just for practice, and she does wonderful. But Tilly is a first-time mama, so she's not really producing that much milk, not really worth my time to milk her, especially when I've got Bella, who is a second-year mama, who is giving us a half a gallon of milk every single day without fail. And it is so sweet and creamy, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. Guys, this is kind of like the best time time of the year. We're getting tons of fresh eggs, now fresh milk. And of course the freezer's packed with fresh meat from the homestead, as well as fresh Alaskan salmon and pike. I mean, it's just, you know, it's a good feeling. When I made breakfast this morning, I did homemade einkorn bread. You guys know I'm experimenting with einkorn flour. I made a couple more loaves for the family, and I made egg on toast. So I just toast the bread with butter, fry up an egg, farm fresh egg, with some sliced strawberries on the side, with a glass of fresh raw milk for us. And I was like, wow, this is pretty amazing. So I was going to take you guys out to the barn and show you the progress that we made since we were hanging out with you guys last. So we left you guys off with these two done here. Joe and I finished these two sections back here since we saw you last. And then Joe also got the floor joist started for what is going to be the hay loft on top of the barn once we get there. So he's got all those in place. Still have lots of supports and different things to put in, but this is where we got so far. So originally Joe and I were going to start working on the hayloft portion of the barn, which is kind of built up in that A-frame. We've shared that with you guys on kind of like our inspo pictures. But I was telling Joe, why are we starting on the hayloft when we can start on one of the wings, one of the sides of the barn? Even if we only get one side of the barn done, of the stalls, before winter, then we can put up some electric fencing for some new pasture, and we can go ahead and get all of the livestock moved into this side of the barn in time for winter. We changed plans. Instead of working on the hayloft, which we don't need the hayloft right now, we really need the barn stalls done. We have gone ahead and measured out the side for starting the next portion of the barn. Joe's got everything measured out, and we have all of our holes spray painted. And so the next step for the barn is to get these holes dug, cement footers put in with sono tubes, just like we did with the center of the barn. And then we can start working on these stalls. You know, sometimes I like to cover all my bases, because you never really know what you might do or where you might be. And so I like to just, you know, if we're building it and we're starting from scratch like we are with this barn, it's kind of like, might as well take into account anything that may happen in the future, just in case. And then if it doesn't happen, then no harm, no foul. Okay, let me explain. This barn build, as I shared with you guys, is going to have two sides to it. There's going to be 4 stalls on each side of the barn, giving us a total of 8 stalls. We don't need 8 individual stalls for our small dairy operation and our small lambing operation that we have. It's going to be wonderful and we're going to use them, but we don't really need all that space. So I was telling Joe, each one of these sections is going to be a stall, and there's going to be a gate on the inside here where the center of the barn is. I suggested, why don't we make 2 of these stalls on each side, one big stall. So instead of having 2 separate stalls here, these 2 stalls would be combined to be one big stall. And then we would do the same thing over here and have one big stall that's the size of 2 stalls on this side. So we would have 2 large stalls on both sides of the barn, and then we still have 1, 2, 3, 4 regular size stalls if we need them. And some of you might know why I'm doing that. You know, it's always been a dream of mine and Parker's to have horses. And we had horses for a very, very short period of time at our farm in Virginia, and we ended up selling them when we moved. But I don't know if we're going to get horses, guys. A lot of you have asked. You know that Parker has been in horseback riding lessons for a year now, and we've got the room here. We're on 10 acres. We're building this beautiful barn, and so just in case we get to that point and we decide we want to get a couple ponies for the homestead, we would need bigger stalls to house the horses. I would like to have at least 2 so we could go riding together and you know, go on the trails here on the property. But that's just a thought, you know. So Joe agreed with me. We'll do 2 big stalls. If we end up never getting horses, no harm, no foul. Like I said, the sheep and the goats can use them either way. But we're going to go ahead and do that right now while we're building the barn and just getting it that way, just in case. Today, however, we're changing direction just a little bit. Joe has decided that he wants to kind of expand our sheep pasture, goat pasture. This is where all the mamas are, out into the clearing. You guys know we have that huge clearing on the other side of the cabin that is eventually going to be where our pond is going to go, but it's an open clearing with lots of fresh grass right now and lots of sunshine. As you guys can tell, our property is very wooded. And so our pasture, our pens for our livestock are very wooded pens. They don't seem to mind it, especially the sheep, because they carry that thick coat of wool on them. And in the summertime, they get super duper hot. And so the shade from the trees is really helpful. But we're going to create a little entrance way into that clearing for them in the back of their pasture, so they can go out there and eat some fresh grass and lay out in the sunshine on the days that they want to, especially the goats. The goats are really gonna love it. So we're just switching gears a little bit today, just using metal fence posts and wire fencing, electrical wire. The electric fencing has been a game changer for us. You guys kind of know the drama and what we've dealt with fencing, especially with our rams. They tend to get very destructive, and the bucks. And ever since we got electric fencing, we're like, where has this been our whole lives? The animals are so afraid of it, they don't even get near it. It contains them. It also keeps them safe from predators. And it's super easy to put up as like a temporary fence versus doing like posts in the ground and things like that. So we're working on that today, just expanding some space so that these guys can get some extra sunshine while we have a little bit of summer left. Well, Joe's made some really great progress, as you guys saw from the drone shots. It's basically just a big square of flat grassland, which is going to be great because, as I mentioned, our livestock are just used to like super wooded property. That's where they sleep. So just lots of trees, and this is going to be so awesome for them. I'm so excited to see their reaction once we get the fencing up and we open that little tunnel that we're going to create from their pasture that they have now into this open field. And they're just going to get some fresh grasses, and there's also a bunch of like low bush huckleberry bushes in this clearing. The goats and the sheep love fresh berries, so they're going to get a lot of yummy additions to their diet here in this field. So pretty much the only spot that we still need to get through is this part right here. Just because there's some trees, we've got to get most of the trees taken out before we can come through with the tractor the rest of the way and clear a spot. You know, we started this yesterday, and it's really funny because Joe originally came out here with the weed eater and was chopping, you know, bushes that were too thick for the weed eater by hand. And then finally he was like, I wonder if the tractor would get all this stuff out, because sometimes even this tractor struggles with stumps that are too big. And we were just kind of surprised and really excited when he came through and realized that this tractor does a pretty darn good job of getting all this stuff up. Most of it kind of just rolled up like carpet, like, you know, mossy carpet. And he cleared this whole square with the tractor. And so it's going to make putting in those fence posts a lot easier.
watch the world from the place beneath the willow, the willow. So many years, too many tears on your pillow, on your pillow. Out of the darkness, the sun. It all seems so harmless. Don't you wait, don't you
Hey girls! This is where the little tunnel's gonna go. There's a low point here already, which is why we have it filled in with a bunch of like little tiny trees that we took down when we put up their pasture fence, because we didn't want the babies to be able to crawl underneath the fencing, the electric fence. So we're gonna open this up between these two trees here. Joey, I brought you a present.
Ooh,
It's coffee.
thanks.
No, thank you. Babe, you know what?
Stay.
I remember when I wanted sheep, I had to kind of like talk you into it just a little bit. I don't think talking you into it's actually the right term. I think it's just convincing that it's a great idea. And then I wanted goats for milk,
Which point?
and I had to talk you into that. But I know I'm like the dreamer when it comes to the animals and stuff. And if I didn't make you, you wouldn't have all these animals. And you always try to act like, they're Tina's animals. But I think
They are.
I have a sneaky suspicion that you actually love our animals.
How do you figure?
Because you just totally, this whole thing out here was Joe's idea. 100% his idea. He drops everything he's been doing. He's been
I
cutting.
want to drive the tractor.
He's been cutting firewood, he's been working on the barn, and he's like, I'm gonna stop everything I'm doing to come and clear a fence line to make a better pasture for the livestock. I think that that means you love them, and I think, you know, your acts of service, Joe, that's your love language.
I just need them to clear this out so I can see the stumps again. That's fine.
Babe, you can say that, but I think we all know that you really do love sweet little Naomi. How could you not love Izzy? That face.
You
What?
want to know the real truth?
Yeah, what's the real truth?
Hay costs are so expensive. I figured they could eat this.
Hay is really freaking expensive up here. That is true. That is true. And we have lots of grass out here that's just not being eaten. So yeah, let God help us out. You know, natural grass, God gives it to us. I agree with you. All right. Joe is starting to put these poles in the ground. We're trying to see if we have enough. So he's kind of pre-setting them up. I think it's like every 10 feet or so, to see if we have enough poles to go all the way around. But he's using the manual, why can't I think of what this thing is called? Post driver. Yes. He's using this because there are a lot of rocks and boulders under the dirt here. I've said before, whenever people see Joe popping in poles with this manual driver, they're always like, why don't you use the tractor? Well, the tractor can't even get these poles down in the boulders. It just bends the pole. So we've tried that before and it just doesn't work. So it's just easier for him to put them in manually. So do you think we're gonna have enough posts? I hope we do, or else we can't get him in here today. We'll have to go grab some more posts and then finish it tomorrow, but we'll see. And he got this all dug out with the tractor. So this is gonna go all the way. All right, so this is 25 poles here, and all we have left is this up to their pasture. So it looks a lot longer in the video. I'm seeing that in the viewfinder, but it's actually shorter than what it looks like. And I think we might have enough poles. Is that what you're doing? Measuring hat high, Joe? Are we doing?
Yep.
Is that the official measurement? Hat high? I love it. Well, I still have my workout to do tonight, but I think Joe just got his workout in for the day. Ew.
What?
Your whole back is soaking wet. Oh, babe. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
That was a good workout. That was like, what, 38 to 40 pulls?
Yeah,
Yikes. All right, time to get the wire on. Then we should be good to go. Guys, look what Joe just found. All the talk on the channel last week on my video about gluten and wheat and how I was trying out the einkorn flour and how modern wheat is farmed today. We just found wheat on our property. Can you guys see that? I actually looked it up on my app. I love this app. It's called Picture This, and it's free. It's a free app. And you can take a picture of any plant or flower or tree or anything that you find, and it says wheat, also known as spelt wheat, bread wheat, common wheat. I don't know, I just thought that was hilarious. We have like wheat like scattered, not much of it, but look at that. That is crazy. Now, this is not einkorn wheat, right? I don't know how this got here, but that's pretty neat.
Don't show them my hammer.
Oh, Joe, you're cheating on the ball peen. Wow. Traitor. Joe, look at Ruth. Oh, that's Sarah. They look so much alike now. Sarah! You can tell it's Sarah because Sarah has the red hair on the very top of her head. She's coming to see what you're up to, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Soon.
She has no idea. She's going to be so excited. I can't wait to see their reaction.
Should put the other one on fire.
Yeah. The fence is done and it's all nice and tight. I really love that we cleared the path for the fence line because Bradley and Gunner, they already run the perimeter of the pens as it is throughout the day. They do really great. They keep even the ravens away. If they hear or see ravens overhead, because ravens will eat your baby lambs and your kids, y'all. Those birds are crazy. They run them off. They run them off the property. So I really like that they can run around the full perimeter of this new pasture and keep an eye on the sheep and the goats, because this is, hold on, breath. This is behind the tree line, as you guys saw from where the cabin is. We can see through that clearing that Joe and I made when we cut down a bunch of trees when we first moved in here. But at night, the sheep and the goats are very active and they like to graze. And I have no doubt they'll be out here in this pasture even in the middle of the night. And we do have coyotes and things like that. So we don't typically see predators like that on any of the homesteads we've had here in Alaska. We've never seen a bear, we've never seen a wolf, and we've never seen a coyote, never anything like that. We have had fox on our property, but Bradley and Gunner do a really good job of scaring them off really quick. So, but that doesn't mean they're not out here. So this electric fence is really important, and our 2 dogs are really important. All right, here's the big moment.
Grand opening.
Grand opening. You're gonna cut the ribbon, Joe? It's funny, the sheep are skittish. You know, they're kind of like that friend that's like, girl, I don't know if we should do that. You know, we might get in trouble. You go first and I'll wait here and see if it's safe. But Bella and Tilly, they're like, it's a party, y'all. Let's go. You know, goats and sheep are very, very different kind of animals. All right, Joe went to turn the fence on, so everything's going to be electrified. And we're gonna try and usher these girls through here. So we do have some babies left in here. All the girl babies are in with their moms. You know, we separated the boys because they could get their moms pregnant at this point. Obviously, we don't want that. So Bella has Chloe, Tilly has Winnie, and Ruthie has both of her girls, Piper and Izzy. Oh yeah, see, I knew the goats would be first. They're not scared. Come on, Tilly Willie. Come on. Come on, Bella. Come play. Oh, come on, Tilly. Tilly's my girl. She ain't scared. Oh, she's peeing. Come on, Winnie. Come on. Come on, Till. Come on, Tilly. Come on. Come on, girls. Come on. Tilly.
She's coming.
Come on, girl. Good girl. Come on, Tilly. She's like, where are we going? Come on, girls. What? What is that? Yeah. Oh, look. She's already eating. Oh. Come on, Chloe. Come on. What do you think, Win? Tilly. Yeah. Get you a salad, girl. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at Bella. She ran back.
Don't touch the fence, Bradley.
Bella! Come on, Winnie! Come on! She's like, Mom, what are you doing? Get back in here where it's safe. She's coming. Come on, Mama Naomi. She's the oldest ewe that we have. She's kind of like our veteran mama. Tilly's like, fine, stay in there. I'll get all the stuff. Look, Till, there's some huckleberries. Oh, Tilly, is that good? There you go. Bring the baby, the mamas will come. Izzy. You're fine, Izzy girl. Oh, good girls. Good girls.
I'll get it.
Bella's the only one. She won't come out yet. She's trying to call everybody else back in and they're like, girl, you're missing out. Come on, girls. All the grass is over here. It is so exciting to just see them having open space. Like they came out and they're like looking around like it's just so open out here compared to what they're used to. Oh my goodness, the little ones are frolicking around and prancing. Oh my goodness. Come on, Sarah.
This is a good day as any to start the rebuilding of life.
Still to this day, Sarah wants to be by me if she's scared or if she's like in a new environment. You guys know Sarah was our bottle fed lamb at the little cabin on the hill, and she's one of my favorites. But I just think it's so cute. She left the herd completely and came over across the pasture to where I am. I think that's so funny. Yeah, what are we doing? She'll follow me like I'm her mom, look. Joe, why are you throwing huckleberries at those babies? Oh. Oh my goodness, Naomi's skipping. They're excited. Oh, I love that. She's like, I'm just too busy playing, Mr. Joe.
Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face,
You like it, Tilly?
that ever was
You like it? What about you, Naomi? What about you? What do you think?
Good stuff, huh? Get you a salad.
today and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow today. Well, something's gotta give today. It's a good day today and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow today. Well, something's gotta give today. It's a good day today and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow today. Well, something's gotta give today. It's a good day today and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow today.
Good morning, guys. It's pouring rain today. It is downpouring rain today, so there will be no work outside. And I looked at the weather, and it is literally like 70 to 80% rain all day until 1 o'clock in the morning. So we are going to do something really fun today. We're going to just hop in the truck and do a couple errands with the kids. We need to get our next load of wood for that section, that side section of the barn build, so that we've got it on hand when the weather does clear up. And we're going to be taking Parker to the pet store. I've mentioned to you guys on many videos that the boys earn $10 a week for their allowance, and they have a chore chart. Both boys have like their own set of chores that they have to do each day before they can have their hour of game time, TV time, play time, anything like that. When school is in session or homeschool, they have to be done with school, obviously, before they get those privileges as well. But they do a really great job at it. They're at the age where I don't even have to say anything. The list is on the fridge, and they just get to it and they knock out their chores. So we do give them $10 a week for allowance. We don't do that because we feel like we have to. We do that for a couple of reasons. One, to help teach them how to work with money. We're big on making sure they understand how to count paper money and coins because, you know, with this society that we're living in, everything is going digital, and we're just getting away from those basic skills like reading a clock that's not digital, counting actual money, not just swiping a debit card, right? So just trying to make sure we keep these simple skills alive in them, and also trying to teach them how to manage their money. Joe and I are huge on not buying them all kinds of toys and things all throughout the year. If it's not a birthday or Christmas, we don't just go and buy them toys and stuff. It's like if you want something bad enough that's outside of those holidays and special occasions, you need to save up your money and you need to earn that and work for that. Parker, oh my gosh, you guys, he has been wanting a lizard for the longest time. You might remember from Virginia, Parker had a lizard. He actually had 2 lizards in Virginia. The first one he ever had was a bearded dragon. He named him Phoenix. And when we sold the farmhouse and moved to the 1 acre homestead, we sold Phoenix because we didn't realize that bearded dragons can actually get pretty big depending on how big the aquarium is. So he sold the bearded dragon, and then his cousin was getting rid of her gecko, so Parker got the gecko from his cousin, and that gecko's name was Zuki. Well, when we moved to Alaska, for obvious reasons, we sold Zuki because we were not trying to bring a lizard on a 3-day ferry ride to Alaska, a 10-day trip across the country, being that they need heat lamps and all kinds of things to stay healthy and to stay alive. So that was not even realistic to think we were going to trek across country and on a ferry with a lizard. So we sold Zuki. He was super sad, and ever since then he's been begging for another lizard. So he has decided to save up his money. And I told Parker, we got enough animals to feed and pay for on this homestead. I said, if you want a lizard again, Dad and I will let you have a lizard, but it's up to you to buy the lizard, buy the aquarium, buy all the supplies, and maintain buying his mealworms and crickets and calcium powder and all the things that lizards need to be healthy. So Parker has been saving his money, you guys. He's so cute. He's like, Mom, how can we go on Facebook Marketplace? Like, he's trying to like spend wisely versus buying a brand new tank at Petco or something. He went on Facebook Marketplace and found a used aquarium that already came with all the supplies for his lizard. Long story short, today is the day. He came to me yesterday when me and Joe were working in the field, just screaming. He realized he has enough money in his Greenlight account to pay for the lizard and the food. He's already got everything set up in his room. It's been set up for a month, and he's just been waiting for the rest of the money to buy the actual lizard. Kellen, on the other hand, is like, I don't want a lizard. I'm saving up for a mountain bike. We bought both of the boys' bikes. We bought Kellen a bike when he got here, but it is not a mountain bike, and Kellen has decided that he wants a mountain bike with gears on it because Joe taught them how to pop wheelies and stuff, and it's easier when you have gears so that you can have like a, you know, you can pedal faster. And anyway, Kellen's saving up for a mountain bike, and the boys do extra chores where they can earn extra money in addition to their $10 a week. They can do a big project for Joe. You guys know a couple weeks ago, Kellen cleaned out the chicken coop. I threw him down $10 for that. Like, we just give them ways to earn money. We're not going to just give them money, and we're not going to just give them everything they want right when they want it. I'm not trying to raise no spoiled kids. You know what I'm saying, guys? There's too much of that going on in the world. So this is a big day for Parker, and I couldn't be happier for him because he really did work hard to save this money to get this lizard. So he's getting a baby gecko today, guys, and it's raining, so we thought we would take you with us. It'll be fun. Oh, Joe, you read my mind. You're so sweet. What are you doing? This for you? You're so nice.
Yeah, whatever.
Thanks, Joseph. You're a good man. Babe, you look like Mary Poppins. Wow.
like I'm flying. Always warm, always hold me. The biggest part of my story. Healing my soul, help me feel completion. Bringing my here to my glory. Yeah. It keeps pulling me back.
Parker,
Keeps pulling me back.
are you excited?
Yeah.
Well, you earned it, buddy. Let's go. She said they have lots to choose from, lots of colors. They just got a shipment in.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It keeps pulling me back to you. It keeps pulling me back. It keeps pulling me back to you. Yeah. It keeps pulling me back.
So excited.
Oh, there's one over here too. This guy.
The orange one's so
Super
Look at him.
Won't ignore when I'm singing. Can't let go when I'm wandering. It won't give up on the journey. It won't forget any promise.
See, I get a pet too.
Won't remember my failure.
Stop. That's not Joe. That's
Pretty bird.
Dumb and Dumber. Parker, you excited?
Yeah.
See?
Keeps pulling me back.
He's looking right at me.
Keeps pulling me back to you. It keeps pulling me back. It keeps pulling me back to you. It keeps pulling me back. It keeps
Yes. He's got his card. Parker, take your receipt. It's cute, huh, Callan?
That's tight. I don't know how to hold him.
Just don't let him go. He's going to be scared.
Okay, no, baby. It's okay. There you go.
And then shake the bowl to coat them.
These poor things.
Of the dark.
Like, what is this?
Once you let the light in, you won't see the beautiful stars shining down from afar. No, I ain't afraid of the dark. I don't mind the rain, bringing life back. We can breathe again when dealing with the pain. No, I don't mind the rain.
Yeah, because my Clint Eastwood impression is like impeccable.
No, it's not.
Yeah, huh? And even my Tombstone one. Ready?
Maybe now that he's like 90 something.
Cowboy. Are you telling me I sound old? You know, he's got a hat on. And he's half dead because he has like, what is it, liver cancer from alcohol poisoning or something?
Who? Oh.
On Tombstone, he's like,
I'll be your huckleberry.
see?
Get the hell off my track.
You try it.
No.
Babe, just try it. It'll be fun. Come on.
I got you
You
on.
could do Clint Eastwood.
Start raining.
He's easier. Like this. Squint your eyes like this.
Freaking ugly.
You can't make me laugh. You gotta squint your eyes. And get wrinkly like Clint Eastwood. Do you feel lucky? Punk. Huh? Well, do ya? Alright, it's your turn.
No.
Babe, go.
I'm not playing your dumb
Oh, you're
games.
already wrinkly. I'm just kidding.